So everyone, welcome to the Ericsson booth. Here we stand in front of a lot of robots, and it's because it's the future of the industries. We have the fourth industrial revolution is happening at the same time as the fifth technology revolution is about to ramp up with 5G. And we see that it's a fundamental shift. We started in 1950 with very customized production, and then we went into mass production, and now back to actually full flexibility in production for mass customization again. So for example, Adidas introduced new shoes that can be customized for you in the store, which now that puts new requirements on the production environment. Now you can't have a big line with a lot of robots. You have to have the robots collaborating and move around, change the production instantly based on their demand. So this is where we're standing in town now. Full customization, massive customization and flexibility. And there's a journey here with Industry 4.0 where you get into full adaptability, the end stage, where operation technology, like a robot that you see over here, and the communication players like Ericsson and IT players are all merging. And that is what we refer to with cyber-physical systems. I put new requirements on connectivity. Now we have to have ultra-reliable communication, we have extreme low latency, down to 1 millisecond, and we want to have reach speeds that gets up to like 20 gigabits per second. This is insane. This is nothing that we have seen for phones before, but now it's needed for robots. So connectivity is the fundamental to enable this fourth industrial revolution. So what do we see here? So here you see two robots from Comau. They are one of the world's largest robotics producers in Italy. The brain for these robots sits in the stationary PLC, Project Logic Controller. And that is how these robots communicate. What we do is that we put in a radio cell, a micro RRU, or smaller radios, that then connect to the stationary PLC and the robots, so that we can cut the wires. And by doing so, we can actually move step by step down and enable more robotics and more cloud computing up in the sky. And that is where you can add new functions with AI or big data. So the first step that we see right now, with the help of LT that you have on your phone, that is where we can get to a latency around 30 milliseconds. And lately now we got up to like 2 gigabits per second. That is where we take the task controller, parts of the brain, up in the cloud. With 5G though, we can move a lot of more computing power that had to be in the device before, up in the cloud. And that's where we talk about 5 milliseconds and even down to 1 millisecond. This is just the beginning of the journey, and we're happy to see what we're doing in this collaboration with Comau. And this is how it actually looked like in real time, right now in one of the factories in Italy. Here you see these bigger robots. What is behind us is more a mock-up, the smaller pieces of these robots, where they are collaborating, just connecting to each other. But in real time here, we can see the future where you cut the cables, and the robots are moving around freely. We get into concepts of cobots, collaborative robots, talking to humans and discuss and work with humans. So this is the setup that we started to do now. With the help of LT, we set the foundation for 5G and move a lot of this computing power up in the cloud. So we see the robot is going to get dumber as the physical device, but a lot of more intelligence is going to come in the cloud. If you imagine when you started with your phones, we introduced LTE, and all of a sudden now you have billions of apps. We will see the same thing happens with robots, where we're introducing 5G, and we're going to have billions of apps for industry uses. And that is where I think it's super exciting with what you guys are developing, and see what we can do to shape the fourth industrial revolution. So this was a little bit of a view of what we're doing in Ericsson and Industry 4.0.
Does anyone have any questions from the audience? can, if you're in Periscope, then you can type your questions in. Hey Glenn, hey, so glad you could join us. What's your question?
We will have that. That will be available already. And then
He's working on it.
my personal point of view, it will be a very good match.
Nothing's coming through. Glenn, we're gonna what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop into Instagram Live here. Okay, with robotics they talk to people, but could they get robots to talk to each other?
Yes.
To collaborate together.
And that is actually one of the first things. That's perfect. Good question, Glenn. So if you look at these two robots right now, the whole purpose by moving a lot of more intelligence up in the cloud is that instead of having multiple brains in each and specific robot, you have one common brain. So which means that their collaboration speed and goes faster. So that is actually the whole purpose with getting multiple and even down to like thousands of different robots being able to collaborate. So not just with humans, which actually in a way is harder, because we can't virtualize our brain, but we can virtualize their brain. So that is actually very much the first step.
So is it many to many or one to one?
Many to many.
So it's IoT.
It's IoT.
Okay.
But as you see, the first case here, it's one to one.
In this case.
As the first case.
Yeah.
But the whole purpose is to see many to many.
Okay. Yeah. Is this a proof of concept, or they have this actually deployed at
So
a
this
factory?
is actually deployed at the factory, but in a small scale. Because you test it out and then you move it to the fuller, bigger scale, and then it's a step-by-step approach.
All right, excellent. Did that answer your question, Glenn? Anyone else have any questions about the future of factories and robotics? It's an IoT demonstration with machine intelligence and artificial intelligence. Great. All right, I'll just wait a few minutes to see if anyone else has any questions. Thanks for joining, Glenn. We're actually going to do an Instagram Live here in a minute to talk about the setup. If you want to join us. Okay, guys. So we're going to move over to Instagram Live. It's going to be collaborative, where you can ask questions and have a discussion. All right. Thanks so much for joining. Thanks for the great demonstration, Eric.
Was it good?